Today, I'm going to be doing a quick unboxing and review of Harbor Freight's new 10-gallon ultra-quiet Fortress compressor. This is the after-work garage. So for the last, year and a half or so, I've been using this compressor. I used to have one of the big 10-gallon ultra-loud ones, but I moved down to the smaller compressor because it really is that quiet, and it's super convenient. I really like it, but it doesn't supply that much air, so I've had it hooked up to this 7-gallon tank here, which, you know, it's great for using things like an impact. You can usually get done what you need to get done. The compressor kicks on, but, you know, you have enough pressure to finish off the job. But it really isn't totally adequate for the kind of stuff that I've been doing. So I went ahead and got this new 10-gallon ultra-quiet Fortress compressor that just came out from Harbor Freight. In fact, they didn't even have one on the showroom floor yet. And I'm going to go ahead and just open the box here, take a look at it, see what we can see, and get an idea of how it runs. So here we have the compressor. We got two wheels, our little axles, put those on. Looks like it's got a extendable handle here. Toting around the shop when you need to, but you know, I'm probably just gonna either take it off or keep it collapsed in. Alright, I'm just putting these wheels on. We've got a little axle, goes to the wheel, and then there's a washer, and another washer and a lock nut, and the nut goes on top. 14 millimeter on the inside and 17 on the outside. So I was curious to see how the motor and pump units were going to compare between the new 10-gallon and the 2-gallon units. This one's rated at 1.5 horsepower, this one's rated at 1.2. And you can see puts out twice the cubic feet at 90 psi, with 4.3 there and 2.1 here. And it's definitely a larger unit. So if you look at the pump here, there's a pretty stout motor. This one's definitely larger, and where you really see it is in the heads of the actual cylinders for pumping. Much larger here than the ones here, if you can imagine it, without this heat shielding on. So, real good looking compressor for, you know, on sale, 170 bucks. Got somewhat similar outputs. This just has one on the side, whereas this one had a side one and a front one, which I guess is good if you're bringing this to a job site. You want to hook two things up to it, although basically, you know, a framing nailer is the only thing you're going to be able to run two of off of this. Okay, I have it over in its home here. Let's go ahead and plug it in. On switch here. Oh wow, that's quite quiet. Yeah, that's impressive. We've got the other compressor right here. Turn this guy on. You know what? I actually think the new one might be comparatively quieter. Well, I think they're about the same. So the new one might be a little bit louder. It's definitely a higher pitched noise than the old one, but you know, it's almost indistinguishable from right here, and you can tell they don't draw a lot of power because I have them both in one outlet and it didn't trip the breaker, so you know, I'm real happy with it. I might actually turn this around so this intake's facing the other way. But one of the big problems I had on this little unit when I first got it is this intake muffler rattled really badly. So I threw some tape over it and it quieted it down markedly. But as you can see, you can still hear me talking over this thing. You know, it definitely doesn't fill up pressure-wise as fast as the other one does. I'm going to go ahead and turn our pressure regulator here down. So we're, you know, putting out about 120. It says this thing gets up to 150, which is going to be nice because it'll fill my little tank. That pressure relief when it turns off is pretty loud. That's probably the loudest thing about this. But anyways, I hope this gives you a good idea of the new Harbor Freight 10-gallon ultra-quiet Fortress compressor. And I will catch you next time on the Afterwork Garage.